The future of Ben 10 is still unknown, and Cartoon Network have gone radio silent on the future of the franchise. The CN Twitter account still acknowledges the classic show via fan art, but we all have the same question. Where is Ben 10? Fortunately, some members of Man of Action, Joe Kelly and Duncan Rouleau, recently did a fan interview early 2024. Here's what they said.
Did you know Joe Kelly, co-creator of Ben 10, recently did a fan interview online? Here's some of the stuff he said. He believes that we are currently in a good time to see some sort of continuation, whether it's animated or live action, due to the franchise existing and being active for nearly 2 decades. He believes that the franchise now holds multiple generations of audiences, like younger kids and adults, and he's hoping to explore new ideas in the process. He's up for Prime, Ben returning, and also doing other versions of Ben from alternate timelines. He also answered a couple of questions on Generator Rex and the aliens from Ben 10. And his favorite Omnitrix is the classic.
Duncan Rouleau recently did an exclusive interview with Cartoon Base on Ben 10. Here's what he said. The crew knew from the beginning that the reboot was going to be more comedy-based and storyboard-driven than the previous shows, and that any changes that happened occurred from those 2 factors. Sounds like to me, CN wanted a TTG situation. When asked about continuing the original continuity, he said, "We don't look backwards, and we are always looking for ways to explore and build on the idea, and that any iterations in the future will be about discovering new ways of telling Ben's story." When asked about any crossovers he'd like to do, he said, "Our dream was, and has always been, to create and build a larger CN universe, like the MCU or DCU. If it includes existing CN characters that make sense, we'd be up for that. Come back for part 2. Here is part 2 of Duncan Rouleau's exclusive interview with Cartoon Base on Ben 10. Duncan Rouleau is up for making an adult animated Ben 10 series and said it would be great to have high stakes that offered more mature themes. Not so interested in gore or sexual content, but dealing with emotional, social, and political elements. He's also up for a Ben 10,000 special. The initiative to reboot Ben 10 was from CN for a more comedic slant, and there are also no immediate plans to cover Ben 10's teenage years in the rebooted continuity. He also revealed that Man of Action are cooking some internal development ideas, hoping to tell more stories, and was asked if a new Ben 10 series is still in discussion, as to which he replied, "Unfortunately, I cannot say. I can tell you that there is a strong desire from both Ben 10 fans and Man of Action." Please subscribe.